Hi there, my name's Elizabeth Harris, and in today's tutorial I am going to be showing you how to make really beautiful bows from using a silicone mould. You can buy silicone moulds for all different shapes and sizes and varieties, all kinds, but there is a bit of a knack to using them, and it's very simple, but I'm just going to take you through how I use them and how to get the best effect out of them. So these bows are sold within the Elizabeth Harris range in Home Bargain, and they're really effective. And if you can see, there's 8 different bows and there's 4 different shapes, and so you can use them. The larger the cake, the larger the bow I would probably use, or you can mix and match. So I'm gonna do a couple of these bows and then I'm gonna put them on a cake and show you how it can really lift your cake. So first of all, to start with, I need some icing. So I'm going to do some in pink and I'm going to do some in yellow. And the ones I do in yellow, I'm actually going to paint gold. And you can see the effect. It's really nice, especially if your cake is darker. Say you were doing a black cake and you put gold bows on it. Might sound a bit funny, but it looks really nice. So I'm just going to fold that over because I'm not using that bit at the minute. I've just got a bit of icing here. Just going to put a bit of icing sugar on my worktop. And then I'm going to knead it. Need to knead your icing really well. You want to get it nice and pliable so that it's easy to push into your mould, and that it's able to take on the shape of the mould as well. If it's too stiff, it'll struggle to get in all the little cracks. So I've got my mould here, I've got my icing that's now nice and smooth. I'm just going to pop that there, and I'm just going to put a little bit of icing sugar over my mould. Give it a little shake around and then tap it out. I don't want too much in there. So you can see I've given it a good shake, but I've still got a decent layer of icing sugar inside. So I'll do a few of these. This one's my favourite because that kind of bit of the bow, if that makes sense, has got little ridges on and it looks really nice. So again, I'm just going to push a piece in. I'll do a couple at once here so you can see a few. I'll do the really small one there. And then I'll do another one of these. I probably wouldn't try and do the whole tray at once because I'd struggle with my knife afterwards. So I'm just going to, again, run my knife underneath. So that I've got them in there like that. Now you can just leave them there like that and then carry on working around the rest of the mould till you've got them all, so you can turn them all out at once. But I tend to just do a couple at a time. So there's that bow just turned out. And they're just really pretty. They just can really make a difference on, you can use them on cakes or on cupcakes, they look really nice. You could even pop them onto cookies if you stuck them on with a little bit of sugar or a little bit of water even. Just stuck them on. So there's my third. So there, just pick that up with my knife and just pop it on there. Those ones are my favourites because they've got the hearts on the middle of the bow as well. So I'm also just going to make some yellow ones as well. And these are because I want to paint these ones gold. I can just as easily paint the pink ones gold, but I often find if you use a colour that is similar to the colour of the paint you're using underneath, the overall effect of the paint on top comes out a lot stronger and much more the desired effect that you want it to. If you use a colour that's very different to the paint you're using, you might just have to put a few layers of the paint on in order to get it to the colour you want it to. Okay, so we've just got these two. Let's turn these ones out. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to paint the yellow ones gold now. So when you're not using your sugar paste, make sure you cover it up, otherwise it'll dry out. So I've got here some Colour Splash metallic gold paint. Now I have tried a lot of different gold paints, and I've tried mixing clear alcohol like vodka along with gold dust, and every time you do a different paint or a different dust, then you'll get a slightly different colour. But I have found in the Colour Splash range that this metallic gold is a really nice gold. This one is the pure metallic gold. You can also get the dusts, which you can get in a light gold, and another one. But this paint I find is really good, and I'm going to put it on with a paintbrush. So I want one that is going to be able to cover it. I'm going to use this one, which is fairly thin bristled. It's not too fat, but I want to be able to get all over it without it going all over the sides as well. I want to be able to do it quite neatly. So these brushes, they're great for cake decoration. They're also in the Elizabeth Harris range in Home Bargain. So I'm just going to give the paint a good mix. As you can see, there's about 1/4 left in this pot. Still, it needs a good mix. Often it will thicken at the bottom. So you need to make sure that you've really mixed that bottom bit up before you paint it on. Just going to bring this there, and I'm just going to paint over my yellow with gold. So I've just, it doesn't matter if it goes a bit on the board, as long as you've covered your bow. So I've got my bows here, and I'm just going to let the gold dry, and then I'm going to put them around my cake. If I want to, I can always pipe a few like swags going all the way around that the bows would like join up. So I might go ahead and just pipe a few dots around, a couple of swags that will then just make the bows look pretty going all the way around. So all I've done there is I've piped some dots going all the way around, making swags as I go. Some swags are a little bit bigger than others, that's absolutely fine. I just want them to act as a joining point for my bows. So I'm going to do 1/2 in pink and 1/2 in gold. So I'm just going to use, all I've got in this bag is a little bit of royal icing. So it's just dried egg white powder and icing sugar. But it's dried egg white powder mixed with water and then sugar. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the edge there. I'm going to get one of my pink bows and I'm just going to stick that on there like so. Just make sure you get it in the way you want it. Next one along. Get one of my pink bows and stick that on the edge too. So I've got 1/2 in pink, and now I'll do the other 1/2 in gold. So now I'm just gonna, I've let the gold bows dry for a couple of minutes. And now they're nice and dry, I'm just gonna pop them on the other 1/2 of my cake so you can see what a painted bow looks like. So again, just with my royal icing, I'm just gonna put a little dot on there. I'm gonna pick my bow up a bit carefully just because I have recently painted them. Sometimes at home or when I'm working on a wedding cake or anything like that, anything that I'm gonna stick on, I will leave overnight just so I know it's totally set. So I've got my gold bow there. I'm just going to pop that on, just there, like that. You can always just hold that on with a knife for a moment. Got one there, go on to my next one. Another little blob of royal icing. Pick up that bow and pop it on. There we go. Ooh, make sure that's going to set on. Press that with the knife a little bit. There we go. So the last one I'm going to pop on here. Pick up my last bow and pop it on. There we go. They're really nice. If when you're painting them and when you pop them on, if you do it fairly soon after like I've done it and any of the paint comes off, you can just grab your paint again, give it a little shake, and just go over the top. So I'm just gonna, with one of my brushes here, same brush that I used before, I'm just gonna touch up on the center of the bows.
just a little bit there.
So that is my tutorial on how to use the silicone mould. So I hope you enjoyed it.